go! Tom from Fandabi Dozi here. Don't really know why I call it that. So I've been really busy lately and I haven't had time to go out and do any trips, so I thought it was about time to do a short video answering some of the common questions I get and maybe discuss the future of the channel. So I went through some of the comments in my videos and tried to find the questions that came up the most, and hopefully I'll answer some of yours. So first of all, what camera do I use? What sort of editing software do I use? My main camera is the one I'm using now. It's just the GoPro Hero 2. That thing is almost 4 years old now. The thing is a warhorse. Other than it's got a bit dodgy battery life, but other than that, great camera. For some of the underwater stuff, I've been using Friends GoPro 3s and 3 Pluses because it's got better focus underwater. But yeah, most of the time just GoPro Hero 2. Editing software, I just use this thing called VideoPad, video editor. It's a free software you can get online. It's not very professional, as you can probably tell, but cheap and cheerful. It's kind of my style. So second question I get a lot, unsurprisingly, is it safe to eat dead animals that you find? Short answer, no, not really. Wouldn't recommend it, especially the fish I found on the desert island trip. That was a terrible idea. I was just sort of spur of the moment thing. Especially in the tropics, things go off so fast, you're more likely to get sick. The deer, on the other hand, I could justify to myself, as I'd been to the area for many years. I had a good idea about how it died, how long it'd been dead, and I cooked the hell out of it. I think I boiled that for like an hour. So I could justify that to myself. So if you have a good idea how it died, how long, there's exceptions, but ultimately not a great idea. So before I answer my final most common question, I kind of want to go over my most common upset, which is me using the term survival when some of the trips I bring water, basic tools, some simple carbohydrates, which is fair enough, depending on your definition. But I think for those that are getting upset by that, I think you're mainly missing the point in the videos. They're meant to be kind of light-hearted thing, and for those that have watched my trips, you can tell I'm definitely not some sort of survival expert. I'm basically just like an idiot with a camera. That this has always been my hobby, and the trips are sort of an outlet for this hobby. The trips are also, they're sort of designed so that I'm pushing my comfort zone enough so that you're forced to learn and you're forced to use these skills, but not to step it so much that it becomes dangerous or suicidal. So I don't really like using the term survival because of the kind of macho image it's got from TV shows, but I also can't think of a shorter word that sort of sums up these trips. So sorry if you expect me to run bulk naked into the wilderness with nothing but a toothpick, but I'd probably get taken off YouTube if I did that. So finally, that kind of brings me on to the final most common question, which is people sort of asking me, where to go for these sort of trips, how to get into these sort of trips, and it's basically just getting out there. There's plenty of books, plenty of YouTube channels that teach these sort of skills, so it's just about practicing them. If you want to get into these trips, again, it's about pushing your comfort zone enough so that you're learning, but it doesn't become too dangerous. And in terms of places to go, I'm lucky enough to live in Scotland, and the Right to Roam Act mean I can go most places, and as long as I clean up after myself and leave no trace, I can legally go and do these sort of things. Even if it's just a bit of woods behind your house, it's better than nothing. I encourage you to go out and give this sort of stuff a go. So in other news, I got contacted by someone in the BBC a couple of months ago, asking if I wanted to feature in this new BBC survival series. So it was a comment on the desert island video, and it turned up in my spam folder. I was a bit skeptical, but I called them up, and they were serious, and I warned them if have you got the right person. Have you seen my videos? So I don't know much about it, but it's a new show. It's called like Stranded with Signal or something, where people are stranded in a survival situation and all they have is a smartphone with internet access or something. So one day when I was at university, I got Skyped by these two people on a desert island in Costa Rica. They asked me how to survive there. You know, I only had a sort of 5-minute window. Tried to tell them what to do, gave them some motivation, and yeah, that was it. So if I make the final cut, I think it's just you know, a little snippet of that desert island trip and footage of me Skyping them. I'm not actually going to be appearing on the show. So they haven't really told me when it's going to air yet, but I think it's going to be sometime June and July. But when I find out, I'll put some information up in the box up here. So finally, I'd quite like to talk about the future of the channel and what to do next. So it's been almost 2 years since the first survival trip on the west coast, and the channel has become much bigger than I ever expected it would be. So there are so many great people on YouTube at the moment that are doing very detailed videos on, you know, specific survival skills. So I'm kind of wondering where I should take this channel. So at the moment, hopefully I'm gonna have some spare time soon. I'm planning to keep up the survival trips, and as long as there's people that want to see them, then I'll keep making them. So I just thought I'd make this short video for those that were wondering what was going on with the channel. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.